Welcome to the Bottoms, where the Polk County Wolverines stand on top of the Western Highlands Conference after clinching the title last week with a sweep of Avery County. Gunnar Alm, one of the most highly acclaimed prospects Western North Carolina has produced, steps onto his home field for his last regular season home game. Same goes for senior Noah Harden, the All-State pitcher and one of Western North Carolina's best uncommitted senior arms, who takes the ball trying to make a statement win in front of the home crowd and move Polk one step closer to a first-round bye. The Bearcats feature a more talented roster than their record shows, and after a tough season, they are playing for pride and trying to get hot before the playoff seeding this weekend. It's going to be a fierce one. Wolverines versus Bearcats next. Wolverines!
Baseball University of the Blue Ridge welcomes you to the Western North Carolina Scout Streaming Series. I'm Hunter Street, and that was Ryan Cook, and we're live from the Bottoms on the campus of Polk County High School for a Western Highlands 2A-3A conference matchup between the Hendersonville Bearcats and the Polk County Wolverines. And we're just going to go straight into it because we had technical difficulties. We got 15 minutes till first pitch.
Yeah, it was from our Red Dawn fans there. Coach's background, let's say a little bit about both sides here. One side, well, Billy Alm's been there forever, and the other side is a brand new coach, and Jason Tweed. So Jason's been part of the Hendersonville coaching staff for 4 years now, but he takes over this year's first season as head coach. He actually took over in the middle of the season. Again, Hendersonville's had a little bit of lack of continuity the last few years.
I just delete my thing.
But what's that?
There's a whole sentence there about. Oh, maybe it's over here. It's right there. Never mind.
Anyway, tell you a little bit about Coach Tweed. Again, he takes over here for these seniors who have had 5 head coaches in 4 years. But Coach Tweed's trying to give them some stability here. He's known a lot of these guys forever because he's been a Little League coach for 15 years in the area. He's been the assistant coach at Hendersonville Middle in the past. And again, he's been with the Hendersonville team for the last 3 years as an assistant. He's also been the head JV boys basketball coach since 2022. So, again, he knows these seniors. He's trying to help them finish strong. Polk County, Billy Alm has been here for 10 years now, and it's his 21st season as a head coach in general. His playing background, he had 2 years up at Schenectady Community College in upstate New York before he finished off his playing career with 2 years at D2 Newberry. Let's show you the coaches poll here. Again, we're in the last week of the season, but back in the end of January, we asked these coaches to predict how the conference standings would end, and we tabulated them, and here they are, and there's Hendersonville at the top. But again, would they finish 4th place this year, I believe? Polk County received the first place votes, 2 of them. They were the champions. Madison right on their heels. And Mitchell, again, a little bit of a down year, but I'd say those 4 are your top 4 teams. Owen, Avery County. Avery County did better than they have in the past. Owen, a little bit disappointing. Mountain Heritage, they might not even make the playoffs this year. Let's tell you a little bit about the power rankings. Just released them today or yesterday to the public. And there was a lot of shakeup, and there's some disagreement on the social media boards this morning.
Well, our Mountain 10 Power Rankings are presented by House of Power. Are you looking for one-on-one lessons for hitting, pitching, and catching? Strength and conditioning programs to develop explosive power, facility memberships you can train on your own schedule, arcade rentals for individuals and teams. And you need to get with House of Power, founded by former Clemson Tiger and professional baseball player Sheldon Reed. Conveniently located in Mills River. Check them out online at hophendersonville.com. That's hophendersonville.com.
So again, trying to go fast here before the game. TC still at number 1 for us, but they got 2 against Asheville this week, so that will probably determine how these power rankings finish for the regular season. Pisgah, tough week last 2 weeks, dropped 1 to Tuscola and West Henderson. Reynolds got swept by Asheville last week. Brevard, they got 2 against Pisgah, so if they sweep, they could take the Mountain 8. And Christ School's got 2 against Raven Gap this week. West Henderson, 2 against Franklin, number 8 after conference. North Wilkes, these were 10.
Well, they were co-champs with North Wilkes. They just got the 1 seed, so they're technically not conference champs or co-champs. So.
I would say if they swept them, they would get the.
No, they don't do that. That's unfair to the other teams who beat them.
Oh, fair enough, I guess.
Give Allegheny the credit. They beat North Wilkes.
In the foothills, North Lincoln takes back the number 1 spot. South Point's won 12 in a row, so they're on the rise. East Rutherford dropped on to East Burke, so they dropped down to number 5. Crest lost to South Point. They come in at 6. Burns has set themselves up to win the Southern Piedmont. They're in at 7. St. Stephen's, South Caldwell, and East Lincoln rounded out. East Lincoln's been hot. South Caldwell took out number 1 Alexander Central. hey, close there at number 11, 12, 13, and the mix-up is Cherryville, Stuart Kramer, and Lincoln Charter. So it's tough once it gets down to those final few spots.
Well, our Foothills 10 Power Rankings are presented by Peak Performance Vault. At Peak Performance Vault, they believe every athlete has the potential to reach new heights and achieve their peak performance. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting, we provide a state-of-the-art training environment for baseball, softball, and golf that combines modern technology with personalized coaching. Located at 352 West Main Street down in Forest City, get with them at 828-289-1592 or peakperformancevault@gmail.com.
So let's tell you a little bit about this week's Good Iced Tea Player of the Week. It's Jackson Sellers. We saw him last Friday in that game against Andrews, but in those two games last week, which were essentially for the Smoky Mountain Championship, won it outright with the sweep of the two games. He was 4 for 5, 2 doubles, a home run, 10 RBIs, 3 runs, 2 walks. Couldn't get him out the plate. And then on the bump on Tuesday last week, threw a 5-inning complete game no-hitter with 11 Ks. Congratulations, Jackson Sellers. The Caldwell Community College commit is our Good Iced Tea Player of the Week.
Well, Jackson had a good week, and we're sending him some good iced tea. Whether it's original, Carolina Peach, Zesty Maple, or Tropical Island Time, all you got to do is brew, chill, relax, and repeat. Earl the mascot loves it, and so do we. Order a pouch today that comes with 10 bags for 10 gallons of delicious Salem black tea over at goodicedtea.com and follow on Facebook, Instagram, and X.
Well, let's do a quick review of how these teams did back in 2025 and how they're doing this year, 1 year later. So last year, Hendersonville finished 7-15, 5-7 overall in the Mountain Foothills 7, the old one, behind East Rutherford and RS last year. This year, off to a much better start. They did not make the playoffs last year. But first, let's tell you a little bit about Polk County. 12-14, 4-8 last year. They tied for 4th in the Mountain Foothills. Again, both Hendersonville and Polk in the Mountain Foothills 7 last year, now defunct, right? That's no longer a conference. Some of them going Western Piedmont, and then Polk and Hendo joining the Western Highlands. Polk did make the playoffs last year. They were the number 14 seed in the 1A. They had a first-round win over Starmount before losing in the second round to Christ the King. This year, Hendersonville 8-9, 6-4, which is good for third place in the Western Highlands. If you had read my Patreon article, 5 bold predictions for 2026, I said Hendersonville was going to win the Western Highlands. I was wrong, but again, 6-4, a good finish. And again, they got the 2 here versus Polk. They started the season 1-3. Head coach Elijah Five-Ash resigned. I believe it was 3 or 4 games into the season. Had a couple good wins, beat East Henderson. They split with North Henderson. Had a win over Shelby. In the conference, they split with Mitchell, split with Madison, swept by Owen. They were swept by Avery, so that was a little they swept Owen, swept Avery, swept Mount Heritage. My bad. So currently on a 4-game winning streak, so hopefully they can stay hot and maybe give Polk a run for the money, even though Polk has clinched this conference. Polk, 14-8, 9-1 in their first year back in the Western Highlands. They are the 2A, 3A champion. They started off this season a little slow, 2-3, lost to RS, had a win over Irwin, a loss to North Buncombe. Then they started getting hot. They had a win over Brevard, beat North Henderson in a football score, 22-12. Tough losses to West Henderson, 4-0. They swept East Henderson. So Coach Billy Alm trying to play some tough out-of-conference games. You had East Rutherford, Burns they played. And it's really helped them shape up as a team. Again, 9-1, winning the conference. Last week, they had the sweep over Avery, 13-3 and 16-1. They lost to Burns, 15-3. But again, they're trying to get beat up a little bit there in preparation for playoffs. This week, just the 2 against Hendersonville. Same for Hendersonville, just the 2 against Polk. Let's go ahead and show you those conference standings, and we'll give you an idea of how it's probably going to shake out here. Again, Madison, I think their season is over right now. I don't even think they have an out-of-conference game this week.
Played North Buncombe yesterday.
Oh, did they? Okay, so that's their only game of the week?
I'm not sure.
I think their conference games are done. Again, Polk, they finish up this week. Even if they lost both these, they'll be 9-3, which is good enough to win. Hendersonville playing for pride. If they can sweep, they'll finish 8-4. They are going to make the playoffs this year. Mitchell's got a good, strong young team. Avery, best season in recent memory on the Max Prep era. Owen and Mountain Heritage struggle a little bit. They were hoping to have better seasons. So, as you know, we are in the Meineke pregame show. Hunter's going to give you a little bit on them.
Meineke is a pregame sponsor for Baseball University of the Blue Ridges Western North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series. With numerous locations in the Western North Carolina region, there's no better spot to get your vehicle seen and serviced. Whether it's an oil change, brakes, mufflers, tires, and wheels, AC, you name it, Meineke is doing car care right in WNC.
Well, we like to do a little Where Are They Now from time to time. So let's tell you where the alumni of both these schools are still playing in college. Ethan Milner, he's in his freshman season at Rockingham Community College. He was a 25 graduate. Ethan Rector, he just finished up at Southwest Virginia along with former teammate Logan Spockman. As some of y'all might have heard, Southwest Virginia is cutting their athletics after this year. So I know he's looking to transfer after a strong season for Southwest Virginia. Brody Paris, he's at Carolina University. It's an NAIA out east after 2 years at Wake Tech Community College. And then old friend Skylar Albright, also a 23 graduate. He's up at Hood College in Western Maryland, having a great career. Was honorable mention all conference his freshman season. For Polk County, only one out there still playing. Nick Capozzi just finished up his career at Gardner-Webb University and will be playing in the Frontier League, independent league ball here this upcoming year. So that's the only one right now. Asked about Micah Hill. I think last year at UVA Wise was his final baseball season. So with Gunnar Alm and Noah Hard, no hopeful, those will two seniors graduating this year that we can be speaking about next year in this section. Let's tell you a little bit about the prospects on each team we want you to keep an eye on. First, for Hendersonville, one commit right now. It's Aiden Burlett. He's committed to Hood College. You heard that name earlier for former Bearcat Skylar Albright. Very high academic school. It's on the easternmost ridge of the Blue Ridge Mountains up there in Frederick, Maryland. And that's coached out there by Mike Victory, former head coach at Brevard College for, I think it was 2019 to 2025. A few we want you to watch that are uncommitted. First, senior Will Bolliard, very talented young man, wiry athlete, still trying to figure out what he wants to do at the next level. It talked about military, talked about JUCO, so we'll try to get with Will in the upcoming weeks to see if we can help him figure out a plan. A junior to keep an eye on is Jack Tweed. He's a strong right-handed pitcher. I don't think he may be in relief today, but he'll be starting at first base. A few 28s we like. Zach Elkins, right-handed pitcher, infielder utility, and catcher River Faulkner. So those are two sophomores to keep an eye on. Polk County, well, you all know him, Gunnar Alm, NC State commit. He's a couple of pro scouts that were here watching him this afternoon take BP, so he's a pro prospect. And Gunner's been part of this Polk County team for 4 years now. Good evening,
ladies and gentlemen.
Senior that we definitely want to highlight tonight is right-handed pitcher Noah Harden. He is a left-handed hitter. He's been playing middle infield when he's not pitching. This kid has a Bugs Bunny changeup. He's about 78 to 80, maybe touching 81, 82, but I'm telling you, knows how to pitch. He's all state. He's looking for junior college options about 2 hours from home. Again, I think he's got two-way potential. He is really taking jumps on the offensive side this year with that left-handed swing. Sophomore Nate Fagan will be a shortstop. We saw him last year and really liked him. He's still got that baby face to him, but I think this kid's a baller. And then a couple 29s to keep an eye on, Matthew Foy and Gavin Waldbillig. Had a chance to work with Gavin a little bit last year when he helped with the filming on Noah. And I like the kid. Even though he's a freshman, he's going to be DH for today. He's having a little trouble with his hand, but he can still catch, but not swinging the bat today. After the PA announcer gets through the lineups, we'll come back with our Meineke Fleet keys to the game.
Number 8, Rutledge Pace.
Who's being, you know what?
Do I need to do anything with
Number 9, Aiden Burlett.
Power or heat?
Power.
Number 14, Jack Tweed. Number 4, David Castillo. Number 7, River Faulkner. Number 18, Jerron Ward. Number 13, Dale Pace. Number 16, Charles Halsey. And number 5, Chaz Johnston. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for your 2026 Western Highlands Conference champions, your Polk County Wolverines. Leading off, the man in the middle, Number 7, Gunner on. Number 2, Noah Harden. Number 8, Alex Perry. Number 1, Nate Fagan. Number 13, Cooper Meyer. Number 4, A1 Jackson. Number 5, Gavin Waldbillig. Number 23, Zayn McCall. Number 27, Blake Anderson. And number 6, Matt Jarrett. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please rise and face center field, remove your hats as we play the national anthem.
Well, let's hop into those Meineke fleet keys to the game. What makes Meineke the smart choice for your fleet? Solutions to meet the needs of any fleet, including fleet leasing, self-managed, and rental agencies. Meineke is proud to sponsor the Meineke Fleet Keys to the Game. Well, for Hendersonville, first key is catch the dang ball. You're a talented bunch, but sometimes y'all play to not make mistakes. And we saw you guys make a bunch of errors in the first game of the season versus East Henderson. And you got to play fearless with intensity if they're going to beat the first place Wolverines today. So want the ball, don't play careful, play with high intensity. Second, throw strikes until you don't have to. Whoever gets the ball for Hendo, Aiden Burlett in this case, has to fill up the zone. Again, like the errors, we saw too many walks in the first game of the year. It's still small school baseball, so definitely attack the second half of the lineup. Try to fill the zone early. If you eliminate free passes and make the plays, you might not have to pitch to Gunner on. But as I always say, establish the fastball to get their bats moving. Once they expect the strikes, then you can go to the off speed and not necessarily have to throw them anymore. Polk County, first key of the game is Gunner Bomb, right? He's got 10 on the season. He's also got 30 walks. If the Polk hitters can get on in front of Gunner and force the Bearcats to pitch to him, then we could see some dingers today. And then Bugs Bunny changeups. That's in reference to Noah Harden. He's got one of the best changeups in Western North Carolina. He's on the bump for the Wolverines. I expect the fastball to be mid to high sevens. Again, I've been told he can touch an 82, but I don't really care about the velo. When you've seen this changeup, it's exceptional, and it makes him a college prospect in my eyes. Watch him attack, the lefties like Aiden Burlett for sure with it, but he'll actually mix it on the righties too and get a absurd amount of whiffs if it's on par with his fastball location.
Leading off for
And good timing. It's time for baseball, so let's give you the defensive alignment here for Polk. It's going to be Noah Harden throwing to Gavin Waldbillig. It'll be Perry, Fagan, Jarrett, and Jackson across the infield left to right, and Meyer, Gunnerholm, and Anderson left to right in the outfield. First pitch here is ball one. Starting lineup for Hendersonville Bearcats will be Will Bolyard leading off, Rutledge Pace batting second, Aiden Burlett in the 3-hole, Jack Tweed in in the cleanup spot. David Castillo batting 5th. Ball 2 here in the dirt. River Faulkner batting 6th. Jerron Ward 7th. Bale Pace is in right field, but he's being DH'd by Charles Holsey in the 8th spot. And Chaz Johnson batting 9th. 2-0 delivery here from Harden. There's a strike on the edge. First inning sponsored tonight, Bloom Patch Farms, located right in Hendersonville, North Carolina, not too far from Polk. Bloom Patch Farm is a specialty micro farm dedicated to rare and extraordinary dahlias. They offer rare cuttings, premium tubers, healthy potted plants, and seasonal bouquet subscriptions and custom floral work. You can check out their inventory at bloompatchfarmllc.com. Again, that's bloompatchfarmllc.com. Bloom Patch Farm, rare blooms grown with intention. That is strike 3. Was that looking? So strike 3 looking, brought to you by Burlett Painting. Painting the corners with Burlett.
Now batting.
Nice start for Noah Harden. Fell behind 2-0. Works all the way back to get the K of the leadoff hitter, Bolyard. There's Rutledge Pace. He's in left field this evening. Left-handed swinger. Fresh back to the game. I think him and his twin brother recently started playing baseball again. He is a senior. So again, I don't know what his plans are for after high school. Harden's going to miss up and out on that one. Counts even at 1-1. So yeah, matinee game. I thought we were going to have more of an overcast, cold, maybe chilly weather day, but turns out a nice spring day. Down here in the bottoms of Polk County. And very wet this morning. Finally had a real rainstorm last night. First one, it felt like in ages. The ground ball on the right side here, and that's Jarrett to pick it up and throw it over for out number 2. So 4-3 on the put out. Now bring up Aiden Burlett with 2 outs. Burlett, the counterpart on the bump tonight.
Now batting number 9, Aiden Burlett.
One of the better left-handed hitters out here in Western North Carolina. Heading off to Hood College up in Maryland next year to play his baseball. Going to be in their honors college. Very good academic student. So Noah Harden starts off with a changeup there, strike 1. So starting with that changeup at the top of the zone, dropping it down for a strike. You can get away with that on 0-0 sometimes. Say a high changeup can be a good get-ahead pitch. Goes back outside there, quickly ahead 0-2. So Noah Harden dealing here in the early parts of this ball game. Man, it's hard to do a broadcast with them delicious cheeseburgers being cooked only about 15 feet away from us. Again, even though Polk has clinched the Western Highlands, they still want to finish strong and win these games. They're trying to get a first-round bye. There it is, strike 3 looking. That changeup dropped down at the top of the zone again. So 2 Ks looking. Again, strike 3 looking, brought to you by Burlett Painting. Painting the corners with Burlett, which here's irony. Family-owned business. Have to use the sales pitch on one of the family members.
Well, thank you to the following businesses who are home team sponsors tonight, supporting the time put towards marketing this game to college coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the Polk County Wolverine prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media. Appreciate Jay's Lawn Service and Landscape Company. Their phone number is 828-894-7078. It's 828-894-7078. Email them info@jayslawnservice.com or jayslawnservice.com on the interwebs.
Yeah, big fan of Jay. Jay Harden, good guy in the Polk community. Did a lot to help after the hurricane a couple years ago. So good family-owned business right here in Polk County. Heading into the bottom of the first, it's going to be Gunnar Alm, Noah Harden, and Alex Perry at the plate. So 3 seniors in a row for Coach Billy Alm. Again, Gunnar. I'll tell you a quick story on Gunnar. I seen him last year. We did a broadcast at Brevard. I said, Gunnar, I'm seeing too many top spin right field singles. Why don't you cut something left field? And he's like, all right, coach. And then first or second AB of the game, he crushed a home run to left center field. So gotta like that. On the bump today, Aiden Burlett. So he's going to be throwing to his battery mate, River Faulkner. Across the infield, Chaz Johnson, Will Bolyard, David Castillo, and Jack Tweed. In the outfield, brother Rutledge Pace in left and brother Bale Pace in right. And in center field is Jerron Ward. Starting lineup, Gunnar Alm, Noah Harden, and Alex Perry, like I said prior. Nate Fagan in the cleanup spot. Cooper Myers batting fifth. Aaron Jackson at first base batting sixth. Zaylen McCraw, he's in the DH spot for the catcher Gavin Waldbillig. Batting eighth is Blake Anderson, and the 9 spot, Matt Jarrett. So tell you a little bit about Aiden Burlett. It's a good arm. We've seen him low 8s in the past. Potentially be a two-way guy for Coach Victory up at Hood College. Kind of a max effort pitcher. You know, a lot of action in the arm. You know, he's I wouldn't say it's a violent finish, but definitely a fast arm action. Curveball, fastball guy. And it's hard to ignore his left-handed bat at the next level, but when you're playing corners, which he probably will be a third base, first base, left field guy, he can probably do two or both, pitch and swing it. It's a little harder when you're in the middle of the field all the time to manage that arm care. First pitch going up here to Gunnar Alm. It's going to take a strike inside the box on the outside for strike one. So Gunnar already getting a little talkative there with home plate umpire. There's another fastball on the outside corner. Say Gunnar don't like that, but this will be a good chance to evaluate the potential pro prospect on an 0-2 count here with a little frustration on the mind. About a 58-footer there, so 1-2 count. So 1-2 delivery. Hasn't seen the curveball over the plate yet. Might go back to it. Swing and a drive to right field. It's up. It's going to hang out there for Bale Pace. He's going to take a stab at it for out number one. It's a little elevated. Got some good barrel on it for a 1-2 pitch. Now bring Noah Harden. Noah.
Now batting, number 2, Noah.
The other lefty in the lineup,
2.
but a good one. Batting average is up about 150 points from last year. He's been swinging the bat very, very well. Felt like he was kind of evolving into a PO last season after having a good offensive sophomore year, too, on varsity. Just a down year with the bat. But this year, hotter than ever. I think he's really played himself back into a two-way prospect. There's a swing, stays behind it. It goes right into the glove. A Bolyard there, short. So Coach Billy Allen told me a funny story about Noah before the game. He said with all the pro scouts coming to watch Gunnar Alm last year, it's actually Noah Harden that's been catching their eyes the most. Not necessarily as a pro prospect, but good baseball people recognize, like, hey, this kid can play in college. Who's that kid? I like the way he plays the game. So, again, for any of you JUCO coaches out there listening, there's a lot of baseball people that when they watch this kid Noah Harden play, they can see the potential. Now, there's Alex Perry here, senior at third base. Swinging a line drive foul. It's good wood for Perry. Say Perry's been a contributor for Coach Alm, I believe maybe all 4 years on varsity. I know at least since sophomore season. So 2 quick outs here for Burlett, although decent barrel on both of them. Oh, a little excuse me swing. It's going to die in front of Burlett. Picks it up and throws to first. So 1-3 on the putout. Are you hungry at all? Because those burgers, I'm telling you, I might have to go put an order in for them. So if you want to do the ad read, I'm going to go tell them 2 burgers for the broadcasters.
For the best coverage and content of Western North Carolina baseball, visit our Patreon over at patreon.com/bbuniversitywNC. Here you'll find conference previews, preseason and playoff predictions, power rankings, players of the week, podcasts, highlight films, and much more. Membership start at $1, and all the money raised stays right here in Western North Carolina. Head to the bottom of the second. I want to thank our second inning sponsor, Comfort Keepers. Comfort Keepers is an in-home senior care out of Asheville. They specialize in comforting solutions for in-home senior care. Nothing is more important than helping people to live their full and independent and dignified lives within the comfort of their own homes. Comfort Keepers offers an extensive range of non-medical care services tailored to the unique needs of each individual we serve, serving Buncombe and Henderson counties, and also hiring for part-time positions. I need flexible people with AM and PM shifts in the Asheville and Hendersonville areas. Contact today, 828-687-1199 or asheville@comfortkeepers.com.
So we're moving quick today.
Leading off for Hendersonville, number 14.
Eat much. I didn't put anything
Jack
on your burger, so.
So you're going to have to keep the count because I got to go check.
All right, first batter here for the Bearcats is going to be Jack Tweed. Ball one. Saw Jack back in the fall league and was really impressed with some of the adjustments he's made on the bump. He's got a good over-the-top delivery. But they're asking him to hit here. Swing and a miss. I think the potential in the future may be on the bump, though. He's just got a good fastball, curveball tunnel. Velo's starting to get a little higher. He's a high sevens, probably starting to touch a low 8. Outside, 2-1 the count now. And again, as Hunter said, I got to try to keep up with this app here on the count. There's a ball at the top of the zone, goes 3-1. So Harden, 3-1 delivery. Swings and fouls one off. Might have been ball 4. It was top of the zone a little bit. So it'll be a full count, 3-2. Full count delivery from Harden. Hard ground ball picked up by Perry at third and throws over for out number 1. So hit it sharply. Nice play by Perry.
Now batting number 4, David Castillo.
All right, how do I reset this guy? There we go. So 1 out. That'll bring David Castillo to the plate. David, a junior. Swings at first pitch. It's going to send the left fielder Meyer back a few steps, but out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Harden and Faulkner to the plate. River Faulkner's been starting at catcher for these Bearcats since his freshman year. Was thrown into the services quickly, kind of thrown to the fire last year. He looks a lot better in year number 2. Again, going into his junior season next year, I'm sure the trend will continue. So one of the better young catchers here in Henderson County area. Swing and hits it well, but again, Gunnar Alm out there has a good beat on it, and a 1-2-3 inning. 2 1-2-3 innings to start here for Noah Harden. We're going to head into the bottom of the second. It'll be Nate Fagan, Cooper Meyer, and Erin Jackson to the plate. Both teams still looking at their first hit.
To visit our concession stand, we have hot
I'll tell you what, it's a good chili burger here I just got from the Polk concession stand.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, and ice cold drinks. That's the concession stand.
I want to thank our away team sponsors today. I want to thank you. This isn't really a thank you to the businesses. This is just a little group called Friends of Hendersonville. They knew we were doing a broadcast, and they got some funds together for us, and they're sponsoring the time that we take to market this game to college coaches pregame and then edit and post highlights for the Bearcat prospects with the recruiting and scouting content on social media afterwards. So thank you, Friends of Hendersonville. So essentially a booster move right there. Again, we appreciate that. It's kind of the whole vibe we're trying to create here at Baseball University with this broadcast is community driven, looking for crowdfunding, trying to create opportunities to bring attention to our kids for college recruiting opportunities without taking so much out of their wallets.
It ain't always the case.
Leading off for Polk County, number 1, Nate Fagan. Number 1.
Here's Fagan, the shortstop. Again, we saw him last year as a freshman, and we're definitely impressed with him. I think he's a ball player for sure, and Coach Billy Alm thinks highly of him. Again, sliding in to take that shortstop position here while Noah Harden pitches. Say 1-1 is your count. There's a strike at the bottom of the zone. Again, beginning of a long week for us. Final week of the broadcast. Again, here we are today at the bottoms, bringing you this matchup between Polk and Hendersonville tomorrow. Tomorrow we are heading to Wilkes County to do both their semifinal games. The West Wilkes versus Ashe County. Swinging a drive up the middle. That'll be the first base hit of this game. Nate Fagan with the single. Hard
That's
single
the base
it
hit for
was.
Nate Fagan. Brings up number 13, Cooper Meyer. Number 13.
So again, we're at East Wilkes tomorrow for game 1. I think is West Wilkes versus Ashe County, and then North Wilkes is playing East Wilkes. So finally going to get our first look at the Mountain Valley Conference with their 4 best teams in one day, one place.
No backpick camera right now. Something's going on, so it's charging in front of us.
So Cooper Meyer, the batter. Cooper, a senior, here in Coach Alm's lineup. So what do you think was this time? Just not catching on the battery again, or yeah? Less technical difficulties in 2026, but still need to fix a few. Nice little bunt here. Burlett picks it up and throws the first, gets him out by a step. So 1-3 is the put out. It will be a sack bunt for Meyer. That moves Fagan up to second base. So a little small ball here from Coach Alm and the Wolverines. Aaron Jackson now at the plate.
Number 4,
First baseman.
A-Rod Jackson. Number 4.
Jackson also a senior, so a nice mix of senior and underclassmen talent throughout the lineup here for Coach Billy Alm. There's a strike low and away. Good place to sit with a fastball. See, that ball was a wild pitch. It bounced off of the padding right back to Faulkner, who threw a strike to third. It looked like they may have had Fagan, but umpire calls him safe. It will be a wild pitch. Hunter says on the replay he was safe.
By a mile.
Okay. Delivery here from Burlett inside. So Jackson's got a runner there 90 feet away, trying to give these Wolverines the lead. Fly ball might get the job done. Not terribly deep. Oh, it's going to land in front of Pace out there. So that'll be a single in the books for Jackson. And an RBI. So Fagan comes in to score the first run of this game. Again, it wasn't hit off the good part of the bat. Looked like Pace out there had a read on it, but it's going to fall in for a hit.
Now batting number 23, Zaylen McCraw.
Zaylen McCraw to the plate. Wearing number 23, he's the DH. Also a senior. Again, he's hitting for the freshman catcher, Gavin Waldbillig. There's a ground ball, not hit too hard. And again, that's Chaz Johnson there at third base. He is left-handed, so he's got to back pick that, or backhanded, trying to make a play. That'll be an E5 on the play. It allows Jackson to move up a base.
Now batting.
Again, you don't see it much. A left-handed
Number 27.
infielder on the left side of the infield. So, again, that might be the first time I've ever seen that in a high school game. What do you think? Left-handed third baseman?
I mean, not around here, but when that's an issue and you have athletes, sometimes you just got to put them where they can play.
Yep.
You don't want to hinder him to the outfield positions of first.
Again, nothing uncommon for a left-handed first baseman, left-handed outfielders.
You're a proponent of a left-handed catcher.
I've talked about how a left-handed catcher I think could work. There's a strike. So it's Blake Anderson at the plate. Blake, another one of Coach Palm's seniors. We've got sophomore Matt Jarrett on deck. Again, only one out here. So Burlett quickly ahead of Anderson 0-2. Long look at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Goes to the slider. Gets the K. So 2 outs. That was a big K. Trying to put a damper on this rally here for the Wolverines.
Now
Get 1 run in already.
6, Matt Jarrett. Number 6.
Here's Matt Jarrett, number 9 hitter. And again, if you're Aiden Burlett, you're going to want to go right after him. Don't want to be facing gunner on with multiple runners on. There's a soft liner on the right side. Nice little pick there by Castillo. And that will retire Jarrett 4-3 on the ground out. So 2 left on. After 2 hits, a sack bunt, an error, 1 run in. It's 1-0 heading into the top of the third. It'll be 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Bearcats of Ward, Holsey, and Chaz Johnson.
Well, stay connected on social media with Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Like and subscribe on YouTube over at youtube.com/@BBUniversityWNC. Like us on Facebook, Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram @BBUniversityWNC. And check out the website, baseballu.org. That's baseball and the letter U.org. And we apologize for technical difficulties. That's what happens when you have 4 o'clock matinee games in the mountains.
Yeah, we had to put a new link out. So if you're watching this live, feel free to send it out to friends and family. We've tried to repost it on the social media as quick as we could. Yeah, it's still an imperfect operation, but I feel it's served a really good purpose the last couple years, and still looking for more sponsors and funding for the Legion season coming up. Next set of upgrades would hopefully be an advancement in probably the cameras and tech, and maybe even some extra help. So, speaking of Legion season, I want to thank our third inning sponsor, American Legion Post 70 Asheville. They're a proud sponsor of Baseball University of the Blue Ridge, and they're here to remind you that Legion is back, and our best players in Western North Carolina are going to be playing Legion baseball again this summer. We have junior and senior Legion. And Post 70 is also looking for new members. So if you're a veteran, consider coming out to Post 70 in Asheville. They do a lot of great charity work for the community. And, last year, great season. Won Area 4, won states, won the Southeast Regional, and went 2-1 in the Legion World Series. I think it was the first time in 100 years, 125 years or so, that Asheville had made the Legion World Series. So we're trying to replicate some success again this year. Hard ground ball by Ward is going to make it through the 5-5 hole for the first hit of the game for the Bearcats. Now bring Charles Holsey to the plate. Holsey, a senior, strong kid.
Now batting number 16,
provide some pop at the
Charles
bottom of the
Holsey.
lineup here for Coach Tweed. Again, if you're hard in here, you're trying to stay on the bottom of the zone so you can get that ground ball. We get that ground ball double play. So Ward with a modest lead off first base. He's going to go. But that ball is going to ride up and hit Hulsey. So a hit batter follows the single, and it'll be first and second. 9-hitter Chaz Johnson coming to the plate.
Now batting number 5, Chaz Johnson.
Chaz, right-handed swinger, left-handed thrower. He's a senior in this Bearcats lineup. The first jam for Noah Harden here in the third inning. Chaz Johnson squares the bunt but fouls it back towards us. Again, Chaz at third base this evening, left-handed third baseman, so don't see it much. There's a pickoff behind the runner at first base. So again, with Ward on second, Harden trying to work with Jackson over there to do a sneak behind pick on Hulsey. Almost had him. If he doesn't drop that ball, he might have had a free out. So nobody recorded for an out yet. Hard line drive right to Perry. Throws back behind. Oh, and it's past Jarrett into right field. So it's going to be and that gets past the outfielders. So Ward's going to score. Hulsey's going to move up to second. So LO5 line out to the third baseman. But then a E5
Now batting number 2,
on the throw. And then it got through the outfielders out there. So I think I'm just going to list as an E5 for now. Hulsey moves up to second. You have an additional E on that for one of the outfielders? Was that Alm in center, or was
I wouldn't get
Anderson?
That an error.
Right. I mean, it's an error on the throw going into right field. So it's an E5, whether it should have been caught or not. But then it sneaks under the glove. I don't know if he scores if it doesn't sneak under that glove out there in the outfield, though. So we might revisit that for a score and that change later. Will Bolliard struck out his first time up. Will, good wiry hitter. Usually a free swinger, and it's a good approach. Almost that Vladdy Guerrero style. He can hit some bad balls hard. Good pitcher as well. So no Harden here. Trying to get dialed in to see if Bolliard held his hands back there. We're going to check to the umpire in the middle of the field. He says no swing. So 1 out. Again, Ward is already in. He's singled. He comes around on the throwing error after the line out by Chaz Johnson. Again, Perry tried to sling it to second. It goes past Jarrett into the outfield. So 1-1 is the score here. So Bolliard chases one up near the letters there, fouls it back.
Hit the batting cage.
Come on, Will, guard it.
Nice block there by Wald Billig. Again, that's a solid young catcher behind the plate. He's been a good addition to this Wolverines squad this year. Swinging another ground ball foul here. So again, 1 out. It's Hulsey at second. Bolliard finds himself in a full count. You know, with first base open, like throw your best off speed. You know, you don't have to throw it for a strike. Oh, he's going to hit him there. So it's going to be a hit batter, second one of the inning. So first and second here with 1 out. Rutledge Pace
Now batting
to the
number
plate
8,
for a second
Rutledge
time. He
Pace.
grounded out to the second baseman his first at bat. Again, Harden was cruising until Ward started this inning off with a single. Ground ball, first base side. Oh, and that's under the glove of Anderson. Hulsey's around. Took a long route to home plate, but he's going to score. And it is 2-1. It's an E3 on Anderson. So both these runs unearned against Hardin here. Bulliard able to make it all the way to third base.
Now batting number 9, Aiden Burlett.
And the Bearcats have a lead here, trying to play spoiler in Polk's final home game of the year. So Burlett, best hitter here in the middle of the Bearcats lineup. Good left-handed swing. Struck out looking his first at bat.
Come on, Aiden. Get mad at it.
So Burlett's going to have to make some adjustments here. Hardin stayed in the top of the zone with the changeup, which if you've ever seen Hardin's changeup, you know, if he's on, you know, it can look like it's a ball and then just drop right in over the plate. Now, it's not always the best pitch when you're behind an account or deeper in a count, but if you place it perfectly early in the count, or if they haven't seen it yet, they haven't seen that look, it's not a bad 2-strike pitch. So if you're Burlett here, how do you attack that changeup? You just try to stay deep on the ball. You know, let that ball travel. So again, first and third situation here. And they're going to do it again. So this time, Rutledge is picked off, but Bulliard's going to come home, play at the plate. So the double steal works. So Rutledge is picked off. That's going to be 1 to 3 to 6 on the pickoff. And then Bulliard, he'll be credited with the stolen base.
1 to 6.
Let's go, Aiden. Come on, Aiden.
Oh, he didn't throw it over to first. He held it. My bad. So 1 to 6 on the put out, on the pickoff. Bulliard steals home, up 3 to 1 now. So Bearcats jumping ahead early. And the key now is it goes back to those keys of the game, like catch the ball and make your pitches, like limit free passes, limit giveaways. Because again, this Polk County team can score some runs. Swing and a miss here. Count is 2-1. Nobody on the bases now. Nice pitch by Hardin there, attacking the inner half of the zone there. So 2-2. Again, Hardin pretty steady out there. Doesn't waste a lot of time. Gets his pitch and goes. Swinging a drive to right field. That curveball hung up there a little bit. All the way back is Anderson, but it's going to hit off of the wall. So a 2-out double for Aiden Burlett. So again, I had my
Now batting, number 14.
outfield alignment wrong earlier. It's Anderson right field. That's Jackson at first base. It was Jackson that committed the error earlier in the inning. Anderson going back on that ball, turned and let it hit the fence. It's a double for Burlett. So 2 outs, Tweed with a chance to knock another insurance run in here for the Bearcats. Again, that curveball just stayed up in the zone. Burlett jumped on it. So Hardin trying to make a good pitch here. Needs one more out. They got top of the Wolverine lineup coming up in the bottom of the third here. So a good chance for Polk to answer back. Ground ball foul. Now, Hunter, you were telling me, you know, here we are at a 4:30 game. Polk County, we have the lights here at the bottoms. Why are we on a matinee?
Because Hendersonville has a senior play tonight.
So explain that to me. Does everybody have to act in the play?
It's a senior play.
So everybody,
all the seniors.
So is there headlining roles? Is there
I don't know
extras? Because
no,
a guy like me, if I was my high school days, got dressed me up as a tree or something and put me in the back.
Hell, you're 6'5". You do a good job.
I'd be a great
at it.
tree.
You'd be a redwood.
Could be a.
I don't even know what it is.
Could be a telephone pole.
I know
Norris.
Norris was High School Musical.
Now, do all the seniors have to be in the High School Musical?
Not in Norris, but in Hendersonville's they do.
Okay, so how many people in that graduation class? Like 200 people?
If that.
That's a lot of people.
What is there? Like 700?
6, 7. So it'd be about 150 or so. I mean, whatever. I like tradition. I mean, is this something they've been doing since the school opened up? Because that's an old freaking school. When did that open up? Like 1900 or something? I think you got the notes somewhere.
1901.
Off the foot there, so foul ball. That one's going to smart a little bit. What, 1901?
1901.
They've been doing the play since? Same play?
I don't know if they've been doing it since, but they've been
like
doing
vaudeville
a
or something? Like, you going?
No.
Is it just for the school, or do people like come?
Yeah, you can go. You can pay money and go.
It's like Wizard of Oz, or is it like kind of all right? What time does it start though? They're gonna have to get over there after this game because I mean this game could end about 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending.
The Adams family.
The Adams family. Okay. So Harden here, 2-2, trying to make a move at Burlett at second, but he's got to lock in here. His stuff's working.
Oh, it's not tonight. They got practice tonight, I guess. So they moved this up for practice.
Practice? We talking practice. We talking practice.
Oh man, but see, at certain good for the arts because like I'm a proponent of the arts, but
yeah, I mean North Henderson kills it with the band, you know, Edneyville band.
I was in the orchestra. We did pretty good. The Berrien Festival's big in Henderson.
Swing and a miss, nice mix by Harden there. Tough inning. 2 hits in the inning. 2 errors in the inning. 2 hit batters. 3 runs are in. I'm thinking all those runs are unearned against Harden. So we usually calculate that a little better at the end of the game when we're not on the fly. But heading into the bottom of the third for the Wolverines, it'll be top of the lineup in Alma, Harden, and Alex Perry.
Well, thank you to our in-game sponsors. On Outdoors, our Mountain Visit sponsor. Chapman Van State Farm Insurance, our insurance run sponsors, and we're going to need some in this game today. Granning Landscapes Incorporated, glove work sponsor. Anytime you see some flashy glove work. Machaulingsolutions Solutions and Grading is our stolen base sponsor. Burlett Painting, Called Strike 3 sponsor. Kenwood Bats, player of the game, and Next Level Baseball is our play of the game.
Well, Wolverines going to try to answer back after a 3-run rally by Hendersonville. Again, a couple of errors out there for the Catalyst, but a lead is a lead, and it's 3-1 right now. Now bring Burlett up to the plate. I'm curious to see what his fastball is
Number 7
against the powerful gunner on. Flew out to right field his first time up.
Yeah.
So swings first pitch at 81-mile-per-hour fastball. Jerron Ward settles under it in center field. Struggling a little bit, but casts back and makes the catch for out number 1. So under it on the first 2 ABs for Gunner Alm.
Now, buddy, number 2.
I'll bring Noah Harden to the plate. Noah lined out to the shortstop in his first AB. Again, Noah's been swinging the bat a lot better this season. I think that line out the short really is an example of his approach. You know, trying to not do too much, just let it travel, stay behind it, find a barrel. He'll take his walks as well. He's not a very aggressive approach. Again, they need that right now. Someone up there. You go. There's a hard base hit through the right side.
Base hit for Noah Harden.
And again, I know we're bragging on his pitching a little bit tonight, but I can't speak enough on the improvements he's made offensively.
Alex Perry, number 8.
Perry had that excuse me swing bunt, check swing bunt, essentially his first at bat, ended the first inning. So retired the leadoff hitter, Harden with the single, and now Perry batting with 1 out. So Burlett going to bounce that fastball, going for the slide step. Seen it a few times this year when these kids go to the slide step, they struggle with that timing of their arm, getting that arm up 2-0. Say rushing his delivery a little bit there with Harden at first base. You know, Harden, stolen base threat. Good athlete. Maybe not a blazer, but if he gets a good jump, he can take one on a high school catcher. Pickoff attempt here. All right, I saw your dad come in. Where's he posted up? Oh, there's a hit batter. First one of the day on the Polk Wolverines side. So lead off, excuse me, 1 out.
Now batting,
Hit
number
batter.
1, Nate Fagan, number 1.
So Harden moves up to second. 1 out here still. And here's Fagan. Fagan had a hard single through the middle to lead off the second. He came around to score the first run of the game on the Jackson single. Ooh, and that sun is bright now. It was a very overcast morning, overcast early afternoon even. Ground ball here might be a chance for 2. Castillo to Bullyard. And I do believe that is a double play. Nice call by the umpire there. It was bang, bang, but I thought they had him. So 4 to 6 to 3. Again, Bullyard, that shows you the potential for his athleticism. So the hit batter, and then the double play erasing it. No runs, no errors on the one hit. Heading into the top of the fourth will be Cooper Meyer. Excuse me. Heading into the top of the fourth, it'll be David Castillo, River Faulkner, and Jaron Ward. Well, 3-1 is our score here at the bottoms. I want to thank our fourth inning sponsor, Nova X Kinectics. Again, we've been talking a lot about Anthony Payne and the pitching development that he's done, but he's also starting the hitting side. He's introducing a bunch of new tech with blast motion and I don't even know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Rapsodo and some other crazy piece of tech he's got. But again, he's made his name working with the pitchers here in Western North Carolina, infusing data analytics and biomechanics. Coach Payne is trying to help pitchers get the most out of their potential. If you're looking to make strides in your pitching performance, get with Coach Payne at Nova X Kinectics ASAP. He offers in-house and remote training options. So again, he's doing the hitting now too. So he's in all avenues of baseball. So Nova X Kinectics, new school data, old school grit.
Leading off for
Let me go put
Hendersonville,
that
top of the
camera
fourth,
back
number
up.
4,
It's
David
got
Castillo.
13%.
Okay, maybe it'll.
It hasn't. It's charged 13% in 2 innings. So.
All right. Well, maybe I'll go try to throw it back up there after this half inning, see if we put it into the charge and block if it picks up on it. So David Castillo flew out to left field his first at bat. Couldn't hold the swing back there. Strike 1. Again, Harden trying to give the Wolverines a clean inning here. Try to keep them in this ball game, only down 3-1. Again, steady arm and no Harden. Potential two-way guy at the next level. Left-handed swing. Steady innings. That's going to be a double. So Castillo around first. Throw coming in the second. Head first slide. Nice backup there by Jackson. So lead off double for Castillo. Hooked it right around the third base bag. That's going to bring River Faulkner
Now
to the
batting
plate.
number 7, River Faulkner.
So Faulkner, the catcher, flew out to center field to end the second inning. Hit it well, but it was right at Gunnar on. With the runner on second here and up 2, you wonder if maybe a bunt ain't a bad move here. So Castillo, good athlete. We've seen him the last 2 years. Ground ball. Oh, they're going to give him in a relay here. So good athlete, but that was not a great baseball IQ play there. But Polk's going to have to show they can make a rundown happen. So Perry finally makes the out. And on the backside, Faulkner will reach on a fielder's choice. Do I even try on that one? So that's what, 5? We'll say, was that 5 to 4?
Now batting
I think
number
6
one,
got in there at some point. We'll see if
Jerron
Hunter
Ward.
might be able to give me all the assist on that out. But either way, Castillo retired. I would say Castillo, we've seen him the last 2 years. He's made some athletic plays. That's kind of emulant, or it's kind of a it's kind of endemic of what we've seen with some of the Hendersonville baseball last few years, is like trying to play better baseball, knowing situations, not running into outs, being able to get the extra base, make the plays. So again, there's good talent that's come through Hendersonville the last few years. We've sent a few to college, but got to cut down on those types of mistakes. So here's Ward. Ward had a hard single to lead off the 3rd inning. He falls behind Hero too. Any idea on that replay? Doesn't matter really. All I know is I'm not keeping a count of assists and putouts. Somebody on Game Changer out there might have it. That ball is going to miss high. Nice block up. All right, so Ward is wearing what, number 1? I had him, yeah, so he's wearing number 1. Over here, he's running for him, though, because number 18 on here is John Ward. That's number 18. I don't know. Interesting. So strike 3, looking on the corner. Again, strike 3 called, brought to you by Burlett Painting. Paint the corners with
Now
Burlett.
batting
And
number
that's
16,
2 outs.
Charles Halsey.
So again, after leadoff double by Castillo, he runs into the out. Faulkner reached on the fielder's choice. There's the strikeout, so 2 outs. Swing and a drive to left field by Halsey, but that's going to hang up. And that is caught by Meyer out there. So got into it a little bit. So 3 outs. Sorry, I was trying to figure out if I could figure out what that put-out play was earlier, but I'm just going to keep it in the books as just an out. So anyway, the leadoff double by Castillo, that's it. Heading into the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Cooper Meyer, Aaron Jackson, and Zaylen McCraw. It wouldn't have been a bad idea to bunt there after the leadoff double. So, want me to do that, Reed? So maybe you can figure out that relay. All right. Want to thank our home team sponsor. Again, the sponsor for the Polk County Wolverines tonight is Jay's Lawn Service and Landscaping Company. They're the ones that are supporting the time that we put towards marketing this game to college coaches pregame and then editing and posting highlights for those Polk County Wolverine prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media afterwards. Jay's Lawn Service and Landscaping Company. You can reach them at 828-894-7078 or info@jayslawnservice.com, or just simply hop on the webpage at jayslawnservice.com. And we appreciate them helping us out today on short notice. And we were waiting last minute to announce the schedule this week with all the rain and the forecast.
County, number 13.
Very glad to get here to the bottoms. Always a great place to watch a baseball game. I've done broadcasts at the bottoms the last 2 seasons. So 3 years in a row we've made it out here. Beautiful area, Polk County, Columbus, North Carolina. All right, here it was. It was 5 to 4 to 6 to 5 on the putout. So 5, let me write that down. 5 to 4 to 6 to 5. So the lead off here in the 4th, Cooper Meyer shows bunt, pulls back. So Burlett out for his 4th inning of work. He's got a lead right now. He's trying to keep it that way. Here's a bunt. So again, they're going to try to test Chaz Johnson. And very wise by Billy Alm. Again, exploiting a potential weakness. You got a left-handed third baseman. They're going to test him. And right there, Meyer able to get a bunt base hit out of it.
Now batting, number
You know
4.
Billy Alm did that on purpose, right?
Aaron Jackson, number 4.
So that's just good baseball right there. It's like, you're going to put a lefty at third base. We're going to try it. We're going to try him until they prove that you can make a play. So now my question is here, do you do it again?
Yeah, I'll keep doing it until they can until you can prove they can defend it properly.
That would be an interesting factoid to look up. When was the last time in the modern era of baseball, even if just for a short inning, was there a left-handed position player that wasn't first base? Runner, say runner was runner took a initial stab at it, but put the brakes on. So Meyer still over there at first base. Again, Aaron Jackson had the RBI single to score the lone run for Polk. That single wasn't hard off the bat. It actually looked like the outfielder was going to have a play on it before it ended up landing in front of him. That scored Fagan.
I guess.
What's that?
Guess who it is.
There's a hard shot through the left side. Oh, is there going to be a play at third base here? There will not be. So excellent work by Meyer, not slowing up at all. A hard single by Jackson. Don Mattingly?
No.
Huh?
2017.
2017, they put in a lefty somewhere in the infield. Who? What team?
It was first or third, I believe, or it was third. So I believe it was it the Cubs? I think it was the Cubs.
That'd be Bellinger or something? Anthony Rizzo. Okay, interesting. So Anthony Rizzo, left-handed third baseman, probably what, for an inning? So there's Aaron Jackson taking second baseman, or taking second without a throw. So that's our first Hauling and Solutions and Grading stolen base of the day. Again, all stolen bases brought to you by Hauling Solutions and Grading. So Zaylen McCraw reached on a E5 his first time up. Fouls this one off. So 2-1 count. So the leadoff bunt single by Meyer, the hard single by Jackson. Jackson steals second on the backside there, so second and third. Burlett working through the windup. Swing and a miss. So very defensive swing there by McCraw. Burlett moving quickly here. Tries to go back to the slider again. Isn't able to locate it. That last pitch before that was great location, coming right in on that back foot with the slider. They lost him there, so ball 4. So again, McCraw was overwhelmed by Burlett's stuff, or Burlett's got to get in the zone a little bit better on that.
Now batting, number 27, Blake Anderson.
That's Burlett's first walk of the game. He did hit the batter back in the third inning, but first free pass, and Blake Anderson now to hit. He struck out in the second inning. Bases loaded here for the Wolverines. The bunts are back-to-back singles, one a bunt. And now the walk, load them up. Blake Anderson, the right fielder. Big moment here for both teams. Again, the Wolverines trying to get back in this game, and Burlett trying to keep the lead here for the Bearcats. This is where Hendersonville's got to want the ball hit at them, know where the plays are going. If you're Burlett here, you got to stay in the top of the zone with the fastball. Anderson just looks overwhelmed by it. Again, we went out there earlier. It was 81 on the fastball. It's probably sitting about 81, 82. Three straight fastball strikes him out. So 1 out now. So 1 out. Big out here for Burlett to try to achieve with Jarrett, the number 9 hitter. You got Gunnar Alm on the on-deck circle. So Let's see if they might be able to turn something here. Probably not hit too hard enough. Nice play by Bulliard, but that's all they're going to get.
Oh,
They're going to say it's on the transfer, and that's a good call. So McGraw out on the 6-4 put out, and Jarrett will reach on the fielder's choice. It is an RBI for Jarrett. So 3-2 now.
Number 7. Gunner.
And they're going to go ahead and put Alm on. Intentional walk. Pretty wise decision. So again, Meyer had scored the second run. It's Jackson at third.
Now batting, number 2.
Jarrett's going to move up the second.
Number 2.
And now Noah Harden's going to try to make the Bearcats pay. Say, hey, look, I know you don't want to pitch to Gunner on with a free base, but like I can hit that ball too. And he hit it really hard his last time up. In fact, he's hit the ball hard twice today. He's 1 for 2 with a line out and the hard single. So Noah Harden trying to make the Bearcats pay. There's a strike on the outside corner. So Harden behind quickly 0-2. So Harden's going to have to change his approach real quick. 2-strike approach. Widen up a little bit. Swing and a miss. All he's got to do is step on home plate. That is out number 3. So great job by Burlett to buckle down, collect 2 Ks. Gets out of the bases loaded jam with only allowing the 1 run. So 2 hits in the inning, a walk, and actually 2 walks, I guess, technically with the intentional walk. No errors, though. So, yeah, the 1 run in. Heading into the top of the 5th, it's going to be the bottom of the lineup with Chaz Johnson, number 9, and then back to the top with Bulliard and Rutledge Pace.
well, for the best coverage and content of West North Carolina baseball, visit our Patreon over at patreon.com/bbuniversitywnc. Here you'll find conference previews, preseason and playoff predictions, power rankings, players of the week, highlight films, and much more. Membership start at $1, and all the money raised stays right here in Western North Carolina.
You know what else they're going to find?
What?
Region 8 mock rosters, and they're a buzzing. So, again, the final state games trial for Region 8 was supposed to be this past Sunday, but they postponed it to May 9th, so that made our release that much more relevant for another 2 weeks. So head over to the Patreon. You can join for as little as $1, and you can see who we thought should be selected for the Region 8 state games. And, again, our list considers the entire pool of eligible players, but we don't know if they're trying out or not. I'm shocked each year by how many good players don't try out for state games. But, yeah, go take a look. We included a few Raven Gap players because technically they're eligible and they have to live within the Region 8 district. So there's a few over at Raven Gap we considered. And, you know, it's an interesting list. It's a very right-handed list on the pitching side, but nonetheless, we think it's a talented group. Let's thank our 5th inning sponsor, BF Stepp Electrical Company. They've been around in Henderson County for 42 years now. They're a longtime supporter of Western North Carolina baseball. They offer residential, commercial, and industrial services. Owned by Brooks Stepp, the unlimited license company is your go-to for new construction, remodeling, outdoor lighting, service changes, generator installations, and especially electrical maintenance. Give them a call today at 828-697-6097. So Noah Harden falls behind Chaz Johnson 2-0 to start the 5th inning. Chaz Johnson helps him out a little bit on that, chasing the high one. So 2-1. And again, as I said in the beginning of the broadcast, like there's a lot of athletes on this Bearcat team. They've sent a few kids to college every year. Ground ball here, Perry in, picks it, throws it, and is out number 1. But just little things that have to evolve for the Bearcats to find their way back to winning ways is just approach,
Now,
baseball
batting
IQ,
number 2,
small
Will
things, the little things, like how to manage first and third situations. Watching more baseball, right? Playing, you know, trying to find more player development opportunities within the community, you know, some stability to get that program going. Because, again, there's
stability is a word from the top, and they need to have stability all the way down the chain of command, and they haven't had that for, 8 coaches in 7 years since their 6th grade year.
5 coaches and well, that goes all the way back to the middle school program. So you're right. It does.
That's what I'm saying.
It
So
does.
there's 8 coaches in 7 years. They've
There's
had
just-
a different coach every single year that they've played for the Bearcat name.
They need someone who isn't even necessarily a Hendersonville alum, but someone who's willing to come in and be like, hey, I'll stay for 10 years and build you a program, get out of my way, that kind of mentality. Nice pitch by Harden.
Well, even under their discrepancies, this shocked me.
Hey, come on, Will.
The Hendersonville's won most of the matchups.
Hendersonville 3-game win streak versus Polk, and 6 of the last 8 since 22.
Wow. Another ground ball. Perry's going to gobble this one up. Throws across a little low, and is not going to be picked by Jackson. So it'll be an E5. Bullyard hustling down the line there. Rutledge Pace has hit 2 ground balls to the right side. One was cleanly picked, and the other one was an E3. So he reached back in the 3rd inning.
Now, buddy.
A good example
8,
is,
Rutledge
Pace here and his
Pace.
brother. I was told that they just started playing baseball again after putting it away for a few years. You have a community where baseball's thriving and everybody's, working for better opportunities. There's a ground ball. Slowly trickles all the way to Jackson. He's going to take it himself for out number 2. It does move Bullyard up to 2nd. But if you get those if the baseball programs thrive, and do those Pace kids play through those years where they quit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that do for their development or anybody else like them in that situation, But again, there's still a lot of season left. Hendersonville's got talent. They'll see if they can make some noise in the playoffs. Are they a 3A team for playoffs?
Yeah, Hendersonville's 3A. Polk 2A.
Polk's going to be able to make a run. Cherryville's probably going to be the favorite in the 2A. They're a good team. Obviously, they're not happy with me keeping them off my power rankings this week, but just shows you how deep the town is in the foothills. It's really hard. Those final, I'd say seeds or rankings 7 through 13 right now. It's it's a toss-up. It's just all the talent down there. So Burlett had to double his last time up. And again, Harden's dropping that changeup in on him. I know that they don't like that call, but you have to make adjustments and know when a pitcher's going to a pitch or trying to get a spot. So you may not like the call, but if the umpire is giving that call, you got to make the adjustment. That one's going to miss high.
Oh, no. Polk
So
is
2-2.
3A.
Polk's 3A?
Polk and Hendersonville 3A.
Interesting.
So Polk is 21 right now, the RPI, and Hendersonville is 40th.
I thought, now Polk was 1A last year. I'm surprised they jumped all the way to 3A. And Cherryville stays 2A. That ball is going to be a wild pitch. Nice try by Waldbillig. But that's going to allow Bullyard to move over. So now Burlett here seeing if he can tack on a 2-out insurance run. Again, Bullyard's got good speed, so if that ball bounces away from Waldbillig, he could have a chance to score on a wild pitch. So full count, big pitch here. I wonder if he goes to the changeup. Yes, strike 3. It's a killer pitch. Well, on air, Bullyard's able to make it all the way to 3rd after that, but that's it. No hits, no runs. 1 left on base. Heading into the bottom of the 5th, it's going to be Alex Perry, Nate Fagan, and Cooper Meyer to the plate. I want to take this time to, again, thank the Friends of Hendersonville. They're the ones that got together to create a sponsorship for us to supporting the time that we put towards marketing the game to college coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the Hendersonville Bearcat prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media after these broadcasts. So again, thank you to Friends of Hendersonville. Typically, we get businesses to sponsor us, but we're not stopping groups of people or organizations or anybody from helping us crowdfund this thing. Hunter's going to go attempt to put camera number 2 back up. We'll see if that works. Again, with a long day at Wilkes County tomorrow, we're hoping to get all the bugs out of the system for our 2 games. Again, we got North Wilkes versus East Wilkes, and then West Wilkes versus Ashe County tomorrow. So we're going to see the top 4 of the Mountain Valley, which is an 8-team conference. Again, Ashe County was the 5 seed. They beat number 4 seed Starmount. Number 1 seed West Wilkes beat number 8 seed Allegheny. That was a close one, too. And Elkin falls to, I believe it was North Wilkes. So, again, North Wilkes versus East Wilkes, and then West Wilkes versus Ashe County tomorrow. Tune in and see what Mountain Valley baseball is all about. And it was really important for us to get over to that Wilkes County-centered conference. Again, we've done some work with West Wilkes players and Ashe County players in the past. Been trying to communicate with all those Mountain Valley coaches, and they've done a great job providing info. But it's going to be our first chance to get eyes on the product. And we're going to be sending out links to a lot of college coaches trying to figure these guys out, too.
Leading off for Polk County, number 8, Alex Perry. Number 8.
So Alex Perry to the plate. Alex was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd inning. He's also grounded out. He's going to hit a single here. So
That's a base hit.
First pitch swinging. Alex Perry is aboard.
And it brings up number 1, Noah Nate Fagan. Number 1.
So Fagan hit a hard single his first time up and came around to score Polk's first round, and then grounded out into a double play to end the 3rd inning.
Yay, we have a back pick angle. Well, not for how long, though.
It's a quick pitch here by Burlett.
Base hit.
Yes, base hit.
6 on the day for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they tried to remake that Red Dawn movie a couple of years ago. I didn't like it.
You didn't like the other
I
one?
like the original. Originals are always the best, all these lazy remakes. But yeah, I don't know if Gunner and the rest of these Wolverines have embraced that movie yet. So Fagan here finds himself in a 2-0 count. He's going to take a strike, 2-1. Man, I'll tell you, that heat came unexpectedly today. I thought this was going to be an overcast day, 50s and 60s. Got beautiful blue skies here in the bottoms. Nice pitch. So Burlett works all the way back to get the strike 3 looking. And that strike 3 looking is brought to you by Burlett Painting. Paint the corner with Burlett.
Now batting, number 13.
Been waiting to say that today because of the 4 Ks that Burlett has recorded. That's the first one that was called. So finally painting the corners with Burlett. Cooper Meyer to the plate now. Meyer has had a sac bunt and a bunt base hit. And look, this kid's all about the bunt. Wade King would love this kid. Coach Allison would love this kid. All our favorite fans of bunting. Let's see if he does it again. So after a long hold by Burlett, Meyer calls time. So that pitch will not count. 1-0 count coming up again. There's a strike. So count evened up, 1-1. Here's a pick attempt over at first base, and Perry's back in safely. Oh, yes, he did bunt. That ball's going to pop out of Faulkner's glove for a second, but no advancement by Perry. So Meyer did offer it that. It will be 2 strikes. And now, do you stick with the bunt on 2 strikes? He will not. Swinging a pop fly. It's going to stay in the middle of the field. Looks like Aiden Burlett's going to take it himself. So that he only had to take 1 step forward, stayed on the mound. So the Rare pop up to the first, or pop up to the pitcher. 2 outs now.
Now batting, number 4, Aaron Jackson. Number 4.
First baseman Jackson having a good day. He's 2 for 2 in the books with an RBI and a stolen base. Try to extend this inning here with 2 outs. First pitch swinging at the curveball. David Castillo is over to make the play, so 2 straight pop outs to end this inning. The single is all there is. 1 left on base. Heading into the top of the 6th, it's Jack Tweed, David Castillo, and River Faulkner to the plate. So this game's moving a lot faster than I thought it would. I talked to a couple Polk folks yesterday, and we're talking about how a good goal for them, just all things considered, would be to try to have a 5-inning game. Like, come out and unleash the bats. And I told them, like, selfishly, I'm hoping for like a 3-2 pitchers duel, and that's kind of what we got. So we'll see how this one ends up as Noah Harden makes it out for his 6th inning of work. While he's getting ready, let's tell you a little bit about our social media. We want you to stay connected with Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Like and subscribe to our YouTube. If you're watching it right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Our handle there is BB University WNC. Again, BB University WNC. It's Tuesday, so a lot's been posted recently. We put up our power rankings, obviously the schedule for the week. We'll have our player of the week. I'll be posting tonight. And then again, you can always check us out on our webpage, baseballu.org. Let's tell you about our 6th inning sponsor, Flooring America. Flooring America, located at 600 Slater Street in Kings Mountain.
Number 14.
Lots of discounting on overstock flooring. Great deals that you can find at flooringamerica.com or give them a call at 704-739-2756. Tweed 0 for 2 today. We'll try to get something started here for the Bearcats in the top of the 6th. Again, the Bearcats holding on to a 3-2 lead. 3 runs on 3 hits. Polk's got 2 on 6 hits. 3 errors for Polk has been a big contributor in this one. So Tweed falls behind quickly 0-2. Harden really just the hiccup in the 3rd inning, which again, I believe that a lot of those runs were unearned. Let's see, Ward scored on an error. Let's see, Bolliard scored. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look through these lines here. But yes, a couple unearned runs potentially in the 3rd inning there for Harden. Beyond that, he's been dealing. Again, only giving up 3 hits. There's that changeup. So strike 3 looking. Again, called strike 3 is brought to you by Burlett Painting. Painting the corners with Burlett.
Now batting, number 4, David Castillo.
6 punch outs now for Harden. Again, that changeup is killer. I'm going to go get a couple velos on the young man.
Right there, you got it, bud. Burn it up, baby.
So 0-1 delivery coming. Goes to the curveball, 64. It's a good mix. So quickly ahead 0-2. Goes back to the curveball, swing and a miss. So 64, then 69 on the curveballs, and back-to-back Ks. One looking and one swinging for Harden. Great feel for the off-speed. Doesn't have to throw you a fastball. There's that changeup, 61. Drops right in there. One of the better feels for the changeup here in Western North Carolina. Goes back to the curveball, 65 there. So I've been back here trying to get a fastball reading on no, and he won't give me one. Nothing but changeups and curveballs. I love it. Might not be a bad time for a fastball, though. Hasn't seen one in 2 batters. Maybe a good waist pitch, fastball up at the letters. Here's the pitch. Goes to the heat. 75 on the fastball, but it looks a lot faster when you're getting changeups and curveballs. So strikes out the side. Holy moly, what a statement inning for Noah Hardin. And now, how can the Wolverines not put up some runs for their pitcher after a performance like that? So heading into the bottom of the 6th will be Zaylen McCraw, Blake Anderson, and Matt Jarrett, 7, 8, 9, trying to get something cooking for these Wolverines who are only trailing by 1 run. Again, I want to thank our in-game sponsors. You probably heard their names pop up a little bit. Have not heard the Ion Outdoors mounted as a sponsor yet because these pitchers are both rolling. But any mound visits are brought to you by Ion Outdoors. Again, backyard pools and patios and pergolas. Your outdoor dreams come true with Ion. Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance. They are the sponsor of any insurance run. So if Hendersonville were to score a run here in their half of the inning, that would be a Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance run. Any good defensive plays out there, it's called BH Granning Landscape Glove Work. So BH Granning Glove Work for any web gems we see. For stolen bases, they're brought to you by Hauling Solutions and Grading. Again, it's Andrew Casoria working out of Henderson County and the nearby counties. Called Strike 3 is brought to you by Burlett Painting, painting the corners with Burlett. We're going to be starting to think about our Next Level Baseball play of the game soon. Again, Next Level Baseball, the only showcase organization endorsed by Baseball University. And then Cam Wood Bats, player of the game, will be selected. Again, we thank Cam Wood out of Haywood County, providing our trophy bats. Beautiful work.
Number 23.
Thank Coach Mitchell Whitener for making the bats again this year. He works up at Camwood and did us a nice red, white, and blue natural finish this year, and they look great. Still got to drive around and deliver a few of those Camwood bats. We were a little late getting them to start the season as they were backloaded with all their pro orders. So they're starting to think about Aiden Burlett, both Aiden Burlett and Noah Hardin making a good case for Camwood Bats player of the game. Because it really has been a pitcher's duel on the offensive side for Hendersonville. They got some help with the errors. Again, looking back at Ward scored on the error. I think it was Holsey scored on the other error. That ball's going to hang up out there for Jaron Ward. So lead off, pop out to center field. Now Blake Anderson to the plate.
Now batting, number 3, Aiden Denton. Number 3.
Again, nothing really blowing up on the offensive side here yet for box scores. Again, Aaron Jackson's got a 2 for 3 day with the RBI. Cooper Meyer, 1 for 3, scored a run. Fagan, 1 for 3 at the run scored. Burlett, he's 1 for 3 with the double. No RBIs for Hendersonville. 2 came in on an error and 1 came in on a first and third play. Bulliard stole home. So Burlett falls behind 2-0 to Anderson. And if you're Burlett, you got to remember, you got to just attack Anderson because I think he struck him out with 3 straight fastballs the last time he faced him. Falls behind 3-0 here. Get your roller out. There's a strike now. So Burlett trying to fight all the way back. There's a 3-2 count now. See if he can stay in the zone. I'd just go right back to the fastball. Oh, in and out of the glove there, Faulkner. So we'll do it again. He's going to bounce that one, so he loses him there. So it'll be a 1-out base runner.
Now batting, number 6, Matt Jarrett, number 6.
So number 9 hitter Jarrett coming up. Jarrett had an RBI fielder's choice back in the 4th inning. First pitch is going to miss low.
Yeah. Ready.
So 2-1 count now. Again, Jarrett, 9-hole hitter. Gunnar Alm on deck. Gunnar Alm was intentionally walked his last at bat. Swinging a ground ball. It's going to be the lefty Chaz. He's going to pick it up, throw to first, and he makes a putout. So first left-handed infield assist. Probably in the last 15 years, maybe. I don't know. That's a stat we're not going to find. And they're going to intentionally walk Alm again. Oh, Lord.
Gunnar Alm.
So first and second now.
Number 2.
2 outs. And Noah Harden going to try to do it himself here. Again, found himself in this position back in the 4th and they ended up striking out. We'll see if he can find some daylight out there with a line drive or a ground ball. See if he can tie this game up. Swing and a line drive, and we might have ourselves a tie ball game here. Ward's up with it in center field. Around third is Anderson, and he will score on into third.
That's an RBI for Noah Harden.
Noah Harden with a big RBI single to tie this game up.
That's why you don't walk Gunnar Alm.
Yeah.
You got Noah Harden right behind.
And again, he wasn't going to get him twice. It worked out the first time.
Now batting, number 8, Alex Perry, number 8.
So again, with 2 outs here, Gunnar Alm at third base. It's a big run down there.
You thinking what I'm thinking here?
Possibly a first and third play. So again, what you got to do here is they're just going to let them take it, and that's unfortunate because we'll talk about how you can play defense on that. You get that ball to your shortstop as fast as you can. The shortstop then immediately looks back that runner at third and walks that runner back to first base. Make a play if you can, but you don't want to give that runner at third a chance to get distance.
Now, if you're Hendersonville, I don't see why you're walking Alex here. Playing for the easy play.
Oh, boy. So he is out at home plate. Coach Alm is furious because he believes it was a balk. But as of now, it's going to be a caught stealing of home of Alm. We're going to watch the replay here and see if Coach Alm. Ooh.
Yep, it's a balk. It's a balk.
Let's do it again. One more time. So, again, we're looking at the replay here. He's in his windup. He starts his windup.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Missed the call there. That was absolutely a balk. He stepped off, too, in the middle of the windup. So, again, that's unfortunate. They tried a little chaos. Missed the call there. That was a balk. But, again, they're going to call it an out, and that is what it is. It is tied up. Ooh. Man, because, again, it happens so fast. I'm glad we have replay. Can't really show it to the people. But, again, he had started his windup, but when he noticed Gunnar had taken off, he stepped back off the mound. That would be a balk. but it happened so fast that none of the umpires called it. So that is out number 3. Heading into the top of the 7th, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Well, when I said, are you thinking what I'm thinking here, you know what I was thinking? Steal home.
I was thinking the first.
No, I was thinking straight up steal home. And I was right.
But when you said that, he wasn't going from the windup yet, though, right?
No.
You let him take
No,
second.
when I said, are you thinking what I'm thinking, I was thinking he should steal home, but then they did the forced ball play, and it didn't work. So they're like, well, we'll try it with second and third.
Well, just threw a social media update out there. See if we can get some more viewership, especially since hopefully we didn't lose too many people today when we had our technical difficulties. Let me post it on Facebook right quick. Yeah, it was definitely a balk there, Coach Street. We were just talking about it. So, but no hard.
Leading off for Hendersonville,
has
number
a big
1,
hit
Jerron Ward.
to tie this game. And yeah, we got ourselves a really good ball game here. So I want to tell you a little bit about our 7th inning sponsor, Hale Tax Solutions. Tax season's over, but if you want some help with your personal, corporate, trust, estates, or nonprofit tax returns, or help with bookkeeping services, consulting, or representation with state or federal audits, then give Hale Tax Solutions a call at 828-435-6082. They're our official tax preparer, and they do a great job for us, and we think they'll do a great job for you. Swing, and he's going to boot it at third base there, so it'll be an E5 to start it off here for Ward and the Bearcats.
Now batting number 16, Charles Halsey.
Now Charles Halsey to the plate. Halsey gave it a ride to left field his last time up, but not quite enough juice. He's 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and came around to score the 3rd run of this game. Ground ball foul. All right. I think I got all my social media posts updated. So again, 1-1 count. The leadoff E5 is where we have Ward at first. This is Halsey. Again, DHing for the right fielder Pace. Throw down by Waldbillig. It's on the money, and Ward is out. Caught stealing. Nice throw by the young freshman catcher, Gavin Waldbillig. Again, we like him. He's a name that was on our prospect sheet this morning. Just a lot of time for the freshman. He's got 3 full seasons after this. So Halsey now hitting with nobody on base, 1 out. Again, Coach Tweed trying something there, seeing if they can get a runner in scoring position early. So Harden delivers. Swing and a drive. That's going to hook. And a nice diving. Oh, that ball is down. It is a trapped line drive, so it'll be a single. I thought at first Meyer made an outstretched diving play. So another runner on first
now batting
here.
number 5, Chaz Johnson.
1 out. Chaz Johnson to the plate. Then Johnson, left-handed thrower, right-handed swinger. Harden delivers. There's that changeup. Drops down for a strike. Again, we'll see how much that balk play or miss balk play. There's a line drive down the left field line, out past the stretch dive of Perry. So back-to-back singles from from Halsey and Johnson. Back to the top of the lineup now with Will Bolliard.
Now batting number 2.
And I don't have a pitch count on Noah Harden, but we are in the 7th inning. See if maybe we can find a game changer here for you. So with 1 out here, top of the lineup, Bolliard is 0 for 2. He's been hit by a pitch, scored in the 3rd. Swing and a line drive to right field. Halsey coming around third base. Is there going to be a play at the plate? There will not be. So it took him a minute, but Halsey all the way around to score on the RBI single by Will Bolyard. Chaz Johnson holds up at second. So 4-3. That's the first run tallied via the RBI.
Now batting number 8, Rutledge Pace.
For Hendersonville. Pace up now with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Again, with 1 out, still not a bad opportunity here to bunt the ball with your best hitter, Burlett, coming up on deck. Swinging a line drive to right field. What am I talking about, bunt? Let's keep the hit parade coming for the Bearcats. Oh, they're going to send Chaz. That ball gets away from the cutoff man, and he's going to score. So RBI single by Rutledge Pace. Pace able to move up to second on the throw home. And Bolyard is all the way over at third base. And with 1 out,
now batting
the
number
Bearcats
9,
are still threatening. Some big hits here for the Bearcats in the 7th inning as they're finally getting to Noah Harden. Again, what was your father's point of view on that balk play? Did you show it to him?
He didn't say anything.
Just looked at it and walked away? Fair enough. Again, not trying to take anything away from Hendersonville here, but this could be a 4-3 game the other way around heading into this inning. Swing and a miss there by Burlett. He falls behind quickly 0-2. So Burlett has the double. He's also gotten K'd twice by Harden in that tough off-speed repertoire. Good take there. Keeps it at the top of the zone. Ball 1. This is one of those plays where like you don't strike out. You have to not strike out. Even as a top-level hitter like Burlett, got to try to put the ball in play to get a run in here for insurance. Again, 2 Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance runs in. Actually, I guess 1 technically. 1 goes ahead. The second RBI by Pace is your Chad McMahon insurance run. Harden deals, going to miss high here. Throw back behind Bolyard. Smothered in the dirt by Perry. Big 2-2 pitch coming here from Harden to Burlett. 1 big swing here. Could really put a crooked number up. Oh, it's a pop fly. Looks like it's going to stay in play in foul territory. Harden is over, and he makes the catch. Nice job by the pitcher to come over and make a play on it. That's one of those tough in-between, right on the middle of the line, foul territory.
14,
sometimes the pitcher has the best angle on that. Tweed, a strikeout victim his last 2 times up. He's going to have to find some barrel here with 2 outs. Try to get something cooking here for the Bearcats with runners in scoring position. Again, 2 runs in. Bearcats take the lead on the Bolyard and Pace RBI singles. Harden delivers. Misses low. Again, Bolyard getting a strong secondary lead every pitch, putting the brakes on. And with the distance of that secondary lead, when he puts the brakes on, he knows he's got to sprint back if it's a non-action pitch. But he wants to be in position to score that insurance run if there's a pass ball, a dirt ball. Timeout here by Wallbillig. He's going to run out to his pitcher to discuss the pitch or the base runners here. So it was a fast-moving game, slowing down a little bit here now towards the last half inning or so. There's a pick throw again. It's going to hit Bolyard in the behind. So got to be tough. Don't rub it. So Tweed got 2 runners out there on the bases. Going to work this to 3-1. So hitters count. Swing and a miss, full count. That was ball 4, but the bottom dropped out of it. That's the thing about facing Noah Harden. Everything coming at you looks like a strike. And he filled the zone up enough today to get those calls, get those swings. Misses outside here. It's going to be ball 4, bases loaded.
Well, there's our first Zion Outdoors mound visit, and it will result in a pitching change because Noah Harden has hit the limit.
That's a shame. That was his first walk of the game. He hit 2 batters in the 3rd inning. But again, Noah Harden did not walk a batter until Tweed there. So again, this inning starts with an E5. He's caught stealing and erased. Hulsey with the single. Johnson with the single. Bolliard with an RBI single. Pace follows with an RBI single. The pop out to Burlett. Now a walk to Tweed. Bases are loaded for David Castillo. New pitcher here, I believe. Is that Fagan? Is that number 1? It's going to be Nate Fagan, the shortstop, coming in. He's going to be a straight switch, probably with Harden at short. So good day overall for Harden. He goes 6 2/3 innings. Let's see here. These 2 were earned, but I think the 3 in the 3rd inning were not. So 5 runs, 2 earned. Only walks the 1 batter, hits 2. Collects his Ks today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks for Harden. He's on the docket for the loss if Polk cannot come back. He's responsible for the 4 runners on base as well. Only allowed 7 hits through 6 2/3. Well, I guess it's a pitcher's duel that Aiden Burlett may have outlasted. So I think right now, if Aiden Burlett can come out and throw a clean inning in the 7th, he's going to be our best bet for player of the game. But we'll see here. Fagan starts off with a strike here to Castillo. You got any good candidates for play of the game?
I won.
Gotcha. Say not a lot on the defensive side today.
No.
We had a double play turn earlier. That was nice. Swing and a miss.
And a lot
nice
of the offense has just been like single to right, single to left.
I mean, right now, if it stands, like the go-ahead single by Bolliard.
Well, don't spoil it for me.
Oh, I was just giving options. I like the double play. I like the the play of the game could be the non-balk call. Swing and a miss. They're going to have to throw, or he's going to run home, touch the plate. That's right. Bases were loaded. So Fagan comes in, gets the K. We'll see if that's where his line stays. And heading into, well, let's give you the totals. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, 1 error, 1 walk, no unearned runs in the
Is that technically 2 left on base or 3?
3 left on base. Yep. Heading into the bottom of the 7th. Last chance here for the Wolverines. It's going to be Alex Perry, Nate Fagan, and Cooper Meyer coming to the plate.
Well, Next Level Baseball is proud to bring you the next level
Are you
play
sure
of the
we
game.
want to shoot it this early?
I
Because
mean,
you saw what happened the last
Then
couple
we'll
games.
show another one. The only showcase organization in Western North Carolina endorsed by Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Coach Rick Dale Armis does a great job developing culture and creating player development opportunities for you players of all ages. Now here's your next level play of the game.
Well, Will Bolliard at the plate. Hits the line drive in the right center field. That was Hulsey taking the long way home. But he scores that go-ahead run. And again, he's a free swinger. He's a bad ball hitter, and I say that in a complimentary way. He's quick twitch. He stays level. he's a good enough ball player to play at the next level, being a quick twitch athlete, and he comes through here in the clutch. Again, Rutledge Pace followed up with a single of his own, but it was the Bolyard base hit that gives Hendersonville the lead, and right now is our next level play of the game.
Number 8.
So Burlett going into the final inning here with a 5-3 lead. Again, trying to put an exclamation point on the end of the season here for the Bearcats. I got 2 against Polk this week. How many hits? 7. So Burlett here trying to go right after Perry. Ooh, bottom of the zone, but a good miss. And this is a big moment for the Bearcats. Still learning, trying to learn how to win, right? So there's a line drive right into Castillo's glove. So LO5 or LO4 line out to the second baseman for out number 1. I'll bring Fagan to the plate.
It ain't always a cowboy.
Now batting, number 1, Nate Fagan. Number 1.
There's a backside line drive, just foul. So nice swing by Fagan. So Burlett, this will be 7 innings of work. He's able to complete this. He's given up 7 hits in the game. He's scattered 4 walks. 2 of those walks were intentional walks. There's strike 3 looking, so that's a Burlett K. Called strike 3, painting the corners with Burlett. So 5 Ks now.
Number 13, Cooper.
Might have to, depending on what happens here. So Burlett, he was 1 for 4 at the plate, but he made noise today on the bump, out pitching Noah Harden. It was a pitcher's duel until, Bearcats able to jump on Harden there in the 7th inning for 2. Again, those are 2 earned runs. Those 3 back in the 3rd inning were unearned. Burlett has scattered 3 earned runs. His velo's been picking up a little bit here at the end. So you can get some final velocity readings here on Burlett. So 82. So going to be about 81, 83 today. 82. So good low 8s fastball today from Aiden. Ooh, not sure where that was missing. So again, Cooper Meyer, he is 1 for 3 on the day. Or excuse me, 1 for 2 out of sack bunt. Burlett trying to put an exclamation point on this W here. There's a swing to drive center field. Ward not with the best read at first. That's over his head. So that's going to give some life here to the Wolverines. Meyer's going to go into second base with a double. That'll be the 8th
That's
hit.
a double for Cooper Meyer.
For Burlett, or 8th hit given up by Burlett. I'll bring Erin Jackson to the plate. Jackson having a good day at the plate, 2 for 3. Had the RBI in the 2nd.
Now batting,
Popped out to the second baseman to end the 5th inning in his last at bat. And again, this is big for Hendersonville. Learning to finish, learning to close out and win the game, wanting the baseball at the end of the game. Because again, Ward right there, not a great path on the fly ball. Everybody's got to get locked in. Can't want the ball hit to somebody else at this moment. You got to want it hit to you, and you got to know what to do with it. So infielders, they're looking just to first base. A runner on second means nothing. Outfield, first step has got to be back. Nothing over the heads. And I'd be in no doubles defense right now, personally. Like nothing over my head. Burlett here in a quick 0-2 count. Again, the line out by Perry, the strikeout of Fagan, the double there by Meyer. Goes to the curveball, misses low. Nice mix. And again, you have to earn the W at the end. Don't have it gifted to you. It's not going to be an iffy call. You got to go right after these hitters, your best pitches, your best stuff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's his 6K. And Hendersonville with a big victory. That's good for the confidence. They got one more against Polk on Friday. It'll be their senior night
The final score,
at
Hendersonville 5,
Hendersonville.
Polk County 3.
Big game for Aiden Burlett. Aiden Burlett's going to be our Camwood Bats player of the game. Great pitcher's duel between him and Noah Harden. Harden, noble effort, but outlasted by Burlett. Again, great game. We'll go through some totals here. So, again, final score, 5-3. The Bearcats with 7 hits, 5 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Polk, 3 runs on 7 hits of their own, 4 errors. That was probably the difference maker. Gunnar Alm, 0 for 2 with 2 walks in the game. Noah Harden was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a stolen base. Alex Perry on the day was 1 for 3 with a single and a hit by pitch. Nate Fagan was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Cooper Meyer had a big day. He was 2 for 3 with a double, a run, and a sacked bunt. Aaron Jackson was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a stolen base. Zaylen McCraw was 0 for 2 with a walk. Blake Anderson was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And Matt Jarrett was 0 for 3 with an RBI fielder's choice. Noah Harden, we gave you his line earlier, 6 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 2 earned on 7 hits, 1 walk, the 8 Ks. That was a great effort. And then Nate Fagan, 1/3 of an inning pitched, 1 K, 0 runs, 0 hits. Will Bolliard at the top of the lineup was 1 for 3 with a RBI, the go-ahead RBI single, and a hit by pitch and a run scored. He had that stolen base of home. Rutledge Pace, 1 for 3 with 1 for 4 with that big 7th inning RBI. Aiden Burlett was 1 for 4 with a double. Jack Tweed was 0 for 3 with a walk. David Castillo was 1 for 4 with a double. River Faulkner was 0 for 3. Jerron Ward was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Charles Holsey was 1 for 2 with a 2 runs and a hit by pitch. And then Chaz Johnson, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And then Aiden Burlett on the mound. Final line, 7 innings pitched. He gave up 3 earned runs. All the runs were earned. Allowed 8 hits. Scattered 4 walks, because remember, 2 were intentional to Gunnar Alm. And collected 6 Ks, and he is the winning pitcher tonight in our Camwood Bats player of the game. So I guess should I take my mics and head on over there, and Hunter's going to read you out on our sponsors.
Well, thank you to the following businesses who are home team sponsors tonight, supporting the time put towards marketing this game to college coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the Polk County Wolverine prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media. Appreciate Jay's Lawn Service and Landscape Company. Their phone number is 828-894-7078. info@jayslawnservice.com is how you can email them, or you can visit their website at jayslawnservice.com. I want to thank the following businesses who are away team sponsors tonight, supporting the time put towards marketing this game to college coaches pregame and editing and posting highlights for the Hendersonville Bearcat prospects with recruiting and scouting content on social media. Appreciate the Friends of Hendersonville for being our sponsor tonight, crowdfunding and getting some help here from the Friends of Hendersonville. So we appreciate them. We'll try to get this interview going here. I don't think we got any scores to report for you, so as we wait on Coach Cook. Bearcats moved to 9-9 on the year, 7-4 in the Western Highlands, and the Wolverines fall to 14-9 and 9-2, but they are still Western Highlands Conference champs. So we're gonna get an interview going with some of these Hendersonville Bearcats. Kenwood Bats is located in Haywood County, but serves baseball and softball players across the nation. Game Bats trainers teach tutorials and more, all available for purchase at kenwoodbats.com. As part of our partnership, make sure to use the coupon code BBUWNC for a 10% discount on all purchases through their website. Now here's Ryan with our Kenwood Bats player of the game.
Y'all are gonna win this conference.
We just struggled through the middle of the conference.
The conference record right now is fine, 7-4. I mean, if you can get you ready. All right, so let's bring Will first. Will, take one of these from me. All right, so we're right here. Okay. Not that I don't even know what our viewing audience is at the end of these things, but Will, you know, you got to call me because we're still trying to talk college recruiting with you. You're a wiry athlete. I always like watching you play. You're bouncy. You're a bad ball hitter, and I say that in a good way, like a Vladdy Guerrero type.
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of what came into play here. I know you were looking to swing when you came up. Offense hadn't really exploded yet. They gave you a few runs in the third inning.
Yes, sir.
Take us through the AB there. What was the plan of attack? Because Noah Harden's changeup is freaking nasty. I know you've been getting the swings and misses today, but take us through that last AB.
Definitely going backside there because runners on second and third just trying to score a run, win the ball game.
And you know you had to place it perfectly for Holsey to get around in
Yes,
time.
sir.
You know,
Yes,
he
sir.
scores 2 runs today, takes a long route around third base. Playing shortstop today, you played center field in the past. You're a good pitcher.
Yes,
Nice
sir.
double play turn there in the middle. You'll probably go back and watch this broadcast. One of our keys to the game today was catch the damn ball.
Yes, sir.
Giving y'all a hard time. Saw y'all East Henderson beginning of the year.
Yep.
How many errors did y'all make today?
3.
Just 1.
I think it was 2.
I think I had you on 1. We'll double check with
1?
Hunter.
Okay.
But let's just say 1 for the sake of the broadcast.
Yes,
because
sir.
Much cleaner game.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of strikes in the zone.
Definitely.
Is it easier to play behind a guy like Burlett pitching?
Oh,
Like, do you feel
100%.
confident?
100%.
All right. Take us through the middle of the infield today. What's the approach? You wanted the ball today.
Yes, sir.
Speak on your defense.
I mean, just attacking the ball and not letting it eat you up for an error. Less errors, definitely.
Well, how's that going to play into the playoffs, right?
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you guys got enough talent to win, but
Yes,
it's going
sir.
to be the pitch and the defense got to pick
Definitely.
you up. So,
Yes, sir.
speaking of defense, let's bring your double play partner over here. You can stick around. You guys don't have to be so far away. Get over here, David. Will's going to give you the mic here. So, y'all have a double play tandem today. I wanted to bring you in because I mean, you two look good in the middle. Bring us on that double play. What's going through your head when that ball is hit?
Calm and collected, you know. And I got Will short, and I trust him all the time. Like, every time he gets a ground ball or we turn 2, like, he's got to trust.
He's got a cannon.
Yeah, he
You know
does.
what I mean? So, it was a nice athletic turn by y'all.
Yeah.
Junior, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your feelings on college baseball? Is it something you're looking into at all?
I've been looking into it. I've looked into it a little bit, but I'm not really focused on it right now. I'm just playing.
Just living life,
Just
baby.
living
I'm
life,
just saying,
yeah.
you're a good athlete, so if you ever think about it, let me know. I mean, these boys, like, they want to play.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure them out. Hendersonville, a little tough for y'all the last couple of years, you know,
Yeah.
trying to find stability with the coaching staff and everything.
Mhm.
You know, you're going to have this group next year. It's
Mhm.
going to be your senior crew. So, again, speak on these seniors, especially in a tough year where these guys have had 5 head coaches in 4 years of high school. So, speak on the senior leadership this year. What have they taught you?
Senior leadership, best leadership I've ever seen on all the teams I've ever been, to be honest. They always tell us to get up, keep the energy going, and they always have their head up. And even when they get out, they always have their head up and encourage other people.
They got y'all's vibes
Yeah, they got
enough
our
to try to
backs.
make a run
Yeah.
here in the playoffs, I hope.
Yep, they
Look,
keep us up.
I know
Yeah.
these two get a lot of attention, but you're a
Yeah.
good ball player, and you got some good, what they call, you know, not platoon, but like just role players, right? You got
Yep.
guys that can do, like guys that can hit, but maybe they shouldn't be fielded. Guys that can field it, hey, still working on their hitting. I
Yeah.
hope you guys have some great practices this week because I'm
Yep.
expecting y'all to make a playoff run. And
Yes,
one of the
sir.
big parts of that's going to be this man standing next to you. So why don't you go ahead and pass that mic to tonight's Camwood Bat. Well, it's a matinee, but tonight's Camwood Bat player of the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Look, Noah Harden, great pitcher. It was
Absolutely.
a pitcher's duel all night. So, I
Mhm.
mean, do you pay attention to something like that? Do you feel like you have to keep going out there and, like, one-upping the other pitcher when something like this is happening?
As much as I would love to say no, I mean, definitely, there's definitely some pressure there. But I think that just gives me more motivation to go out there, shove, just give it my best, even if I'm not throwing, as hard as I normally do, just mixing it up, getting outs is the most important thing. So
Velo was rising towards the end. That was nice.
Yes, sir.
Coach Teeman and Coach Victory, I sent them the link, so I'm hoping they checked in on you. Because
awesome.
have they talked to you a little bit about, is it going to be a two-way opportunity up there?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm hearing. So
I can see that.
I mean, I would be fine with going one way, but yes, sir. That's the hope. So.
Well, let me ask you, final week here. I know
Mhm.
you and I have talked a lot about what this season could be. There is some positives here, but what are some goals for you guys here at the end of the year?
I think just staying positive, lifting each other up, like David said, even if we get out, keep our heads up, keep the bats going. I think today, it wasn't our best, but I think we did better towards the end. With
This is
the
a good
bats.
team.
Yeah,
good
absolutely,
team.
absolutely. Noah's a great pitcher. So
I think
was glad we
2
battled
against
back,
these guys is going to be a good prep for playoffs.
Mhm.
I'm looking for you guys to make a little noise in the playoffs. What's been keeping you guys motivated this year? It's my last question. Like, is there one big motivator, trying to get through this season? Again, you're not at Berkeley. They're working on Berkeley. Obviously,
Mhm.
coaching changed in the middle of the year, but has there been one, like, thing that's really helped you guys find stability and just something to rally behind?
I think, yeah, like you were just talking about, through the years, we've had a lot of coaching changes, different fields, like even in middle school, we were switching between fields, switching between Berkeley and Green Meadows. So I think having to find stability in your team, like community, around each other, that's the most important part.
Well, here's the thing. Hendersonville does produce college players. I don't know if y'all look back over the last 4 or 5
Mhm.
years, but you guys send just as many people to college as any other school. It's just about finding the consistency. So I wish y'all luck because you're going to be handed to this guy in the underclassmen next year. I'll be rooting for you. So that's it for tonight. I appreciate you guys. Aiden, you're going to stick around for one picture, and then we'll send y'all back on the bus. I appreciate it, guys.
Well, that's it for this evening's rendition of Baseball University's West North Carolina Scout Streaming Series. Thank you again to all our sponsors: Meineke, Bloom Patch Farms, Comfort Keepers, American Legion Post 70, Nova X Kinetics, BF Stepp Electrical, Hale Tax Solutions, Goodicedtea, House of Power, Peak Performance Vault, Ion Outdoors, Chad McMahon State Farm Insurance, Granning Landscapes Incorporated, Hauling Solutions and Grading, Burlett Painting, Camwood Bats, and Next Level Baseball. For the best coverage and content of West North Carolina baseball, visit our Patreon over at patreon.com/bbuniversitywnc. Here you'll find conference previews, preseason and playoff predictions, power rankings, players of the week, podcast, highlight films, and much more. Membership start at $1, and all the money raised stays right here in West North Carolina. Support Mountain Baseball. Stay connected on social media with Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Like and subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/@bbuniversitywnc. Like us on Facebook at Baseball University of the Blue Ridge. Follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram at @bbuniversitywnc. And check out our website at baseballu.org. Baseball University of the Blue Ridge thanks you for tuning into the West North Carolina Scout and Streaming Series from Columbus, North Carolina at the Bottoms on the campus of Polk County High School. This has been coverage of West North Carolina High School baseball, where the Hendersonville Bearcats defeat the Polk County Wolverines by a score of 5-3.